Good morning. This is the All In Within Mastermind crew. We are in the middle of May 2024. The topic today in our meeting is energy, flow of energy, congruent energy. And we're going to get into this discussion and just uh, discuss how important it is to carry congruent positive energy within yourself and to others in your surroundings. So I'm just going to quickly start it off with the energy in the room today already is high flow energy. And I'm noticing, as I get it more into personal development and moving forward towards bigger goals and a better lifestyle, that energy is everything. Every type of energy, how you're carrying yourself, how you look at things, how you like if you're getting into an activity like going to the gym, your energy going into a workout, your energy picking up your energy within your workout, and really keeping an eye on your energy within you. The energy within you is all that we have. That's how we act. That's our motion. That's our being. That's our thoughts. That is everything, is the energy within us. We are actually energy. And to carry proper energy and congruent energy is crucial to success. It's absolutely crucial to success. And I'm not just talking success financially. I'm talking like emotional success, like everything, every type of success, okay, is the energy that's within you. Every daily, your entering your daily habits, going into your daily habits with proper congruent energy will carry you and lift you through. Energy lifts you up.
Does.
Okay, it literally elevates you. So if you're gonna be in this, let's say this let's say a pity pot state where, oh, I don't want to, as soon as you say this, oh, I don't really want to do that, or I'll do that later, that is actually bringing your energy down instead of, yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. Fuck, I got to get that done. That is bringing energy into you and lifting you up. Right? You know that feeling when you're excited to do something. You're excited you got something that you really love to do, that you really want to do. That energy builds up inside you and it elevates you to where you're going. We're always in motion to where we're our destination. So being lifted up and having I'm starting to feel it right now. I'm starting to feel good about my day. We're in this meeting. The meeting is here. We're in the moment, and that energy is going to start picking us up and moving us forward. That's what it does. And like building yourself up, like when you get up in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. Oh, fuck, and you start to move, start to get up, you start to positive mindset. Yeah, got to get there. Okay, and then you get in a conversation with your teammates, get a conversation with your guys. Oh, lifting up, lifting up. Oh, my other guy's coming in, lifting up, lifting up. It's all about building brick by brick by brick. And then you get into high flow state. Okay. So it's all about building yourself up, building a congruent energy, and really believing in yourself and the people around you, and supporting everything around you. Supporting everything around you in a positive fashion will bring things up around you. Okay. So I'm going to go around the room. I know Aaron Roberts is pumped to talk about energy today, and We'll start with Aaron.
Yo, man, this is one of my favorite subjects, because Einstein and Tesla said you want to learn the secrets of the universe, you got to think along the lines of energy, vibration, and frequency. Energy is everything, man. Our physical energy is the lowest form, right? It starts with the physical and evolves into the emotional, the mental, and the highest form of energy is in the spiritual realm. Your thoughts. Your thoughts become things, and your thoughts could either create energy or consume it. Which one would you want to do? Would you want it? I mean, talking to yourself like a little bitch is going to consume your energy. That's fear-based bullshit. Wouldn't you rather be polarized on the love and abundance mentality that creates energy, abundant energy? It was amazing. Yesterday, I manifested energy on an 8-mile run. And I know I manifested it because I went in there feeling like a fucking slut.
Wow.
And I was like, wouldn't it be amazing if you just fucking consume that energy by fucking crushing a physical run out and creating some energy? And it was amazing. I actually had Wes Watson's inspirational talk in my head. He's like, oh, that'd be hard. Guess we got to do that then, right? Oh, that'd be damn near impossible. Guess we got to do that then, right? Yeah. And I had that in my head while I was running. I was like, I'm going to do a 4-mile run. I got up to 4. I said, I'm going to do a 5-mile run. I got up to 5. I said, I'm going to try to do 10. Fuck it. And then I was content with 8 because I got bored and I was like, all right. And then I stretched for an hour because I've been lagging behind in stretching and yoga. And I was like, man, I need this shit or else I'm going to wake up fucking hardly being able to move tomorrow. Energy,
man.
man.
And I'm gonna actually just I'll touch on that. I'll touch on that quickly, Aaron. Yesterday I was busy. I didn't get my workout in the morning, and I'm always in the gym 5:30, 6:30 in the morning. And I didn't get in there. And all day I felt this weird, like I was like, I don't know, just I had this like kind of ball and chain on my fucking, ball and chain feeling. And I'm like, oh, when I was talking to a friend of mine, I'm like, oh, I gotta go work out. I gotta go. I didn't get to the gym. 7:00. I'm like, I gotta go. I crushed a workout last night. Okay, my energy level went from fucking 0 to 10 high frequency and I was in there for about an hour and a half. Don't tell me. Oh, I'm not even gonna. People, please listen to high level people, not just us, about energy and high flow state, because this is life. High flow state energy is the best lifestyle to live.
Energy
and to give it out.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
I have a book right here. It's called The 8 Pillars of Prosperity that I'm currently reading. The first pillar of prosperity is energy. Fuck Bitcoin. Don't invest in Bitcoin if you're a lazy fuck. Invest in energy. Invest in that. That's your most valuable commodity as a human being.
Yeah.
That's so true.
What good is money if you're a lazy fuck? I'd rather have energy than money any day. Any day. The energy is what will get the money.
Yeah.
Invest in that. Yeah, man. The positive energy, the recognition, the metacognition is to think about what you're thinking about. And so when I fucking see the negative thought, fear-based bullshit come in, I say, not welcome. And then I fucking turn it around, law of polarity, and say, I operate from a love and abundance, plenty for all. There's enough to go around. And then I just bathe in thoughts of fucking love and abundance.
Yeah.
and it turns it
It's-
around. It's fucking easy as pie.
And
Easy as pie.
it's so
You know?
crucial to look at yourself and really work on carrying a genuine, loyal, congruent energy. Okay. Just a real
Facts.
good, I love the word good. Okay. A good, solid, congruent energy. And it takes a lot of work. But when
You
you
know,
focus
goodness
on that,
is such a positive vibe and energy.
oh,
That goodness is such a positive vibe and energy. You know, hey, let me say a stoic quote, right?
yeah,
When you
yeah,
do something shameful in the pursuit of pleasure, the
ah,
pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures. When you do hard work for the greater
oh,
good, the hard
yeah,
work passes quickly, but the goodness endures. The hard work is the fucking glow, is the light.
it
Wes
is.
Watson quote, goodness is uneventful, it doesn't flash, it glows. Pleasure flashes, goodness glows.
Cool.
Goodness glows. Goodness glows.
Yeah.
Right on,
Pleasure
buddy.
is a flash.
That was killer, man.
Goodness
That
is an
was
enduring
killer.
light monument
That
forever
was
fucking
killer.
standing.
But being genuine
Yeah.
genuine to yourself, being genuine to yourself and to the people around you. But being in that moment, like this is why it's so important for us. And I'm just gonna say, I know we're live and we're filming, but as a group, to be genuine and to be good, that feeling when you hit that in the moment,
Yeah.
it's the ultimate.
That's
Like right
it,
now,
man. Yeah.
right now, I'm feeling really good,
You know how
like a
you
really good
tap
feeling.
into that on a deep level? I've read this through the business books. The service,
Yeah.
Yeah,
servitude taps into it. That goodness, that good feeling.
I think
That's
yeah.
what we
When you
got to
walk
do.
out the
We
door,
got to serve
when you walk,
people.
yeah, when you walk out the door, and you've built up a that feeling of goodness and a sincere. I love these words. Sincere, genuine, loyal, like that feeling of being good, because it's not all the time. We're human beings. But to feel that
Right.
and be like, hey, man, I can be good today. I can be a good
Yeah.
human being today and give that out.
To have an
That
emotional
is,
commitment to goodness and strength.
it's the ultimate feeling.
Yeah,
It's the
it
ultimate
is.
feeling. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to be here, guys. Thanks, Aaron. Brandon Angel, go ahead, buddy.
Me too. Me too.
I would say the umbrella, I mean, to tap into your highest energy frequency is through gratitude, right? So
Yeah.
to show your gratitude means to live a full life, to do all the things you need to do, to be in service of others, to be in service of nature, to have that authenticity. I don't think to be a fake person, to be a deceptive person, to enable or associate with deceptive people takes you out of that lane of gratitude, where you're completely grateful for your life. It's where you're just 1000% occupying every second of your day, supporting good, to go back to the good word, good things, and being your true, authentic self in service of others and in nature, communicating
Yeah.
gratitude. I think, and that's where the glow comes from, right? So
Oh, 100%.
yeah, and the only other thought I've got for this thing is that fitness can't be skipped. You're living your life to the full potential shouldn't be skipped. Reading and educating yourself should not be skipped, because what we're communicating our gratitude to is God, right? And that is really the access point in my mind. And so if I can prove to God that I truly am grateful, for my every second of every day and use every second of every day just married to that thought, then I know everything that I produce, all my fruits, all my results are all going to be really good. And I would all if I think of it that way, I'm not skipping stuff, right? Like a lot of people are skipping stuff. They're choosing to be ignorant rather than choosing to educate themselves. They're choosing to tolerate evil rather than saying, no, I want to be on the complete polar other end of the spectrum. It's nothing against you necessarily. It's just for me and for my gratitude, which is ultimately the thing that I need to be doing. And
Yeah.
I know that. And whenever you catch up, that's cool. But I am not going to, if I once I've identified that there could be a bag connected to my hot air balloon, I'm gonna cut it off.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. You have to separate yourself. And that's why they call the gym the winner's club or the temple. You go into the gym and, that energy of people, really, I guess you would say, going into attain and to, consume a good energy that builds you up. That's another thing too. Use that energy to build the people up around you. Like reach back, lend a hand. Don't kick a dog. Don't kick a dog when they're down. Go back and pick them up and say, "Hey, man,
Right.
let's,
If I
give them your energy and say, hey, this is how it is, and like this is where we can go. This is what we can do. This is where you can go, and this is what you can do." And when people are told, it was funny. I was actually talking to a lawyer yesterday, and we got into this conversation about change and people when they realize the shift from negative energy to their negative thought energy pattern to a positive energy state pattern in thought, even just in thought, and then transforming that into action. It's
Yes.
like that is the straight,
Yeah.
it's just that is the change. It is actually transferring your thought pattern into a positive high flow state of energy. That's what it is.
yeah, that's creative.
Yo, the energy can be transmuted too.
Yes. Yes.
Energy is always changing form. Energy
Yeah.
flows to form, through form, and out of form. And I've meditated on this Bob Proctor quote so many times. It's disgusting. I'll probably meditate on it today now that the topic comes up. But
Yeah.
and this is so spiritually profound. Listen to this. This is good because this is what everything is. This is everything in a nutshell. You are a massive energy in a high-speed state of vibration that functions on frequencies, and there are infinite numbers of frequencies.
Done.
That's everything.
It's done.
Done.
That is the equation. That is the equation.
Yeah.
And
So the
and
physical, let me say this. The
yeah,
physical form is the lowest form, and the spiritual form of energy is the highest form. If you want
transforming.
to combat laziness, you got to spiritually get connected with your thoughts and
Yes.
not allow negativity inside. Be positive when you're doing something good for yourself. Put yourself through the crucible and invest in energy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you just connected to exactly what I was saying in that conversation that I was having. Your thoughts. Your thoughts,
Your
transforming
thoughts.
your thoughts
Yeah.
from,
Yeah.
how about this? Oh, I can't do that to I can. That's an energy
That's
shift.
a good start.
That's a positive energy shift from negative to positive, right?
Yeah.
And then you go and
You know
do
what?
it. And then when you're doing it, like the 1,500 burpees, okay?
Yeah,
That
You
is
know,
high
that's
flow
a good
energy.
example. When I was very low energy and Robin and I were breaking up and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't even feel like I could do 10 burpees right now, and ended up busting out 1,000.
Who
Yeah.
And I said, okay, Sean got me to do it. And I was talking to myself like a bitch. And I realized that. And I said, may as well start talking yourself into it instead of out of it.
Yeah, because a lot of
Yeah.
times you work yourself.
You
A
know?
lot of times you work yourself through your problems way faster, way better, and way more substantially than when you think yourself out of your problems. A lot of times when we allow ourselves
Right.
to think in the problem, it just turns into a whole nother problem that doesn't even exist. But if we just
Wow.
work
Yeah.
to apply the work, and I was noticing a couple other things too, as we were talking, like
I'll get an
I think,
analogy.
yeah, I think it would be also important to put a gate, like a differential, also for when we don't allow negativity. It's one thing to not allow negativity, but it's another thing to keep yourself gated from truths, especially hard truths, because hard truths are actually the gate to your success. So if you have someone who is giving you hard truths, and you say, I'm not taking that as negativity. So just have a differential there, because hard truths are going to feel not just negative, but even an attack on your soul. I forget which book Richard writes it that way, but you know, a hard truth, when someone's giving you a hard truth, it feels like an attack on your soul, and then you feel like this person's your enemy. Actually,
Right.
they're giving you a diamond, and this is the best.
Yes.
In fact,
Wow.
you're not going to have too many friends like this person. Remember this shit and value that friendship. And the next time you come to them, come with something good and with a lot of respect, right? Because this person's going to help you grow. And if you can grow from this relationship, now that you know what it is, you can just get a couple diamonds out of this guy, or you can hit him with respect and good questions and good growth intention. So many times and get so much out of him. You know what I mean? So you're really,
Wow. Brandon, what you're saying is to properly and congruently receive constructive criticism.
yeah, look for it, search for it.
Yeah.
Be very appreciative if you're able to find it. Because look at all
Be
these.
very appreciative if you're able to find it, right?
Yeah. When
Or
you're able to find it,
given.
I would say the fullness of that would probably be like when you're able to find it, it's a godsend. You know, right before we started this meeting, a quote was given that trust that the universe will give you things at the perfect time. And I'm thinking about that a lot. You know, the timing is everything in the fight of life. It truly, truly is. But the only way that you're going to change time is in the creative space, right? Where you're giving gratitude. So I think it's those two things combined really, right? The
Creative,
building.
spiritual. Yeah.
And then yeah, it's just like as the trunk is thick enough and strong enough, and that's through hard truths enough, then it can branch out and to support other beautiful life that even
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to just create an analogy, you guys, an analogy. And it's actually kind of funny because we have Aaron with the name Fire Within. But that spark, everybody, you've heard this saying, oh, that, the spark, you need a spark, got to spark that guy up, right? And that's where it starts. That's where it starts. You need that spark.
Yeah.
You need to spark to light that fire. You need the spark to light the fire.
That's exactly something I wrote in the journal one day. I said, I want to be the spark that ignites the fire within. I mean, what Bezos Julian said, what could be better than introducing a person to their higher self? That is that's happiness and fulfillment to watch someone grow from
yo,
a bad spot to a really good thriving spot to surviving to thriving, right?
well, I'm starting to
So,
think. I'm starting to think about it actually here with analogies, and it's like boiling the kettle. You got to go flick the button. You're not going to have boiling water unless you go over and flick the fucking button, okay?
flip
And
that
then you
switch.
hear the water. You hear the water boiling. That's energy. That's straight energy. That's energy boiling the water, motherfucker. Straight
Yeah.
up,
The
okay?
decision,
And that
the decision
energy
to
is
boil the
being
water.
transmuted from water to steam.
Yes,
Transmutation of energy. Could be
yes,
ice,
and
could
that's
be
what.
water, could be steam. That energy is being transmuted.
And that's exactly what you do to the human body. That's exactly what you do to the human body. When you're in
Exactly.
So
motion,
Exactly.
I pulled up a page, and I think it's the perfect time to read this real fast.
okay?
It's number one, mindset. Set your intentions. Begin the day by setting clear intentions, and they need to be good, baby, obvious, but for some people, decide what you want to achieve and how to you want to feel, right? You make that decision to hit the button, that decision to feel, that decision to do all the good things that you know God wants you to do to communicate your gratitude. Then there's
Yeah.
positive affirmations to do, boost your comment. And it says gratitude practice. The second is actions, plan and prioritize, take breaks, it says here. It says exercise, definitely not to be skipped, and healthy eating, environment, declutter, positive surroundings, nature. And I was just going to also add to the other thing that but also cultivating a person, being the spark in that person and then introducing them to their higher selves, introducing a piece of land to its higher self or an animal situation to their higher selves is also just to add that.
Beautiful.
And then mindfulness and relaxation, deep breathing. And then it says the bit in bold print, continuous learning, continuous learning. I think that's hugely overlooked.
I think
Um,
it's way
Oh,
overlooked.
yeah.
Way overlooked.
that is the guiding principle that everyone should base their life on. Continued learning.
Yeah, it's
Never
almost the
stop.
whole thing, isn't it? If you just continue learning, but it's not though, because you have to do a creative process. You have to have a creative process, and you have to have it every single day. And
Oh,
it's
you just touched on like continued learning. I've been picking up a book here every night and just kind of skimming through, and that's the golden ticket.
It
You
yeah,
start
absolutely
picking up
is.
and building up your brain. You're building up your mastermind. You're building
It's
that
just
up.
as important as exercise in my book.
I
and
would
then
say.
no,
I would
that
Yeah,
say. Well,
too.
yeah.
you're exercising your brain.
Yeah,
That's the mental energy is still energy. The
Yes.
mental, spiritual, and physical energy are just different transmuted states of energy.
Well, then you're transforming that learning and giving it out in a positive form.
Yeah, I mean, if you take all the knowledge you have and just keep it for yourself, did you really learn anything?
mhm.
Just you have to give it
That's
away.
the
I mean,
that's the definition
you
of
learn, and then you apply it and give it away to
yes,
others
yes.
who need it more than you.
We're gonna go to Kevin Chop Shop. He's cruising in the van there. Positive energy and working on yourself and congruent and the whole ball of wax, buddy.
Yeah, just like always, one of these topics gets brought up as I'm dealing with it. It's been hilarious. So yeah, first thing that I got for that is so I was not doing my prayers in the morning and not losing track of a lot of things, and it's so funny how damn important that is, because the other day I sat down and prayed and put it out in the universe that I need some guidance here. And where the fuck am I going with this? And I don't know what happened, but I'm up on a rooftop yesterday, and there's 4 units that they're all garbage. And they're all garbage because they had a power surge. They call it a brownout, right? So brownouts caused by dirty voltage, muddy voltage, they call it. So
Yeah,
what happens
yeah.
is you have voltage there, and it's always there, but it can be dirty, so it's mixed up. So that's why I started thinking today, or well, not today, but yesterday is having clean energy. So you have all this energy, but it needs to be clean and it needs to be direct. And when I started doing that, I started thinking about and what someone else here had said the other day about, take a look in yourself and, what are you to blame? So I took a look back and I figured out where, this is where I'm at. How did I get here? And what was the path? What was the path? Was it muddy? Was it clean? And it all came back to it was just muddy voltage. A lot of things that could have been different. It goes all the way back to, did I work out, or did I do this, or did I do that? No, I didn't do that. So I'm not treating myself the way that I should be treating myself. And in there, I end up not treating others well as well, and that comes back, and it's a full circle of shit if you let it. So I think it's very important to go back and put out, and as negative and as hard as this might be, but if you're in that place where you're that deep and down that you have to go back, then you need to fucking go back and bring it all up of how do you say, you need to get that muddy, shitty fucking voltage out of your system. So you bring up what you've done, maybe how you got there, and you need to just put it out there and forgive yourself for it, and you need to ask for forgiveness for that, and get it the fuck out, because all it's gonna do is fucking sit there and drag you down, and it don't matter how much fucking energy you put into it. You can go to the gym and get as much energy as you want. You can, well, whatever. I'm not going to go into all of it, but there's a million different ways that you can get energy. But if you haven't got rid of that bad energy that's still sitting around you, then you're not going to get that full jam energy that you deserve all the time. So I've been practicing gratitude more. But in the last little bit, I've been pulling out the dirty voltage, pulling out that muddy voltage, forgiving myself for it, and asking for forgiveness to get rid of it. And my sparks have started to go, and I'm on a different path yet again. So that's what I got for that.
Right on. Well, what we're talking about here is clean and pure energy within your soul, and realizing where you were at before and back to goodness. I'm kind of getting a little bit of chills because dirty voltage. Wow. Go ahead.
It manifests as a belief system, right? It creeps into you and starts to become an entire belief system. And if the belief system's dirty and it's false, then you are actually living in a lie. You're separated from your true self. You're living in a false self under a false belief system, and you are not able to connect to your true self. And this is such, dude, I'm so glad you said everything you just said. It is so importantly true. And and so many people actually never meet their true self because of that allowance
system
to be inside of a dirty voltage system for such a long time. And then it's a belief system, and then it's for such a long time. And now they think that that thing is their true self, and it still is not. And you have to go back and destroy that belief system,
paradigm shift,
and get right, and get completely.
Paradigm shift.
You're absolutely right. And there's so many people that are in that situation, and it's so crucial to introducing that person to their higher self that they do definitely go back and make those amends, and not make those amends to self. And
Yeah.
that's basically just
Yeah.
saying, I made you live a false belief system. That's not you, to the mirror. And now we're done with this. And we're going
Right.
back to that.
And what you're
pure
saying,
self.
Brandon, I'm just gonna quickly say something quickly. You are being programmed by dirty voltage.
That's
And
exactly what
once
I
that
was gonna
continues,
say.
yeah, once that continues, if you're being programmed by dirty voltage, you are actually not your authentic self.
That's right. I mean, the paradigm is a mental program, right? And a belief system. Question your opinions and your beliefs. You were programmed to them, and you may have been programmed by some low-level losers. So you have to change your belief system and your opinions and have a paradigm shift. And your feelings are not facts.
And
And
it's
your
not just a
opinions are not
paradigm.
facts.
Your whole life is going to be based on this paradigm. So you are
It's a
literally
program.
going to have to change your whole life. And this conversation that we're talking about, it is a scary one. It is the scariest one. You will have to be super valiant and courageous to meet your higher self. You will have to
separate.
you have to burn all the boats to get
Yes, I
to get
talked
the
to
yacht.
somebody about this. I talked to somebody about this the other day about walking alone and finding yourself.
It's
And a very
Yeah.
good friend of mine. I was going off one day, and she goes to me, she goes, Patrick, you got to learn how to love yourself. And I said,
Yep.
whoa.
Yep.
She said, you have to love yourself first before you can love anybody else.
And
And I
can't
just
love
went,
yourself until you forgive yourself.
exactly.
You have to forgive you.
That's
You
Yeah,
the,
you
have to
gotta forgive.
have to forgive
Totally
yourself, and you
abandon.
have to
and
ask for
that's the
fucking
work.
forgiveness. Yeah.
The forgiveness of self is the work to progress into a positive, authentic lifestyle.
Not only yourself, but others. Anyone who has harmed you, you have to forgive them too. And forgive
That's the
means
biggest thing.
totally abandon. And it's
Yeah.
a release. It's a detachment. And
100%.
it's
you have to stop lying to yourself about the situation in order to do any of
while
it.
not lying.
And
Exactly.
and the baby steps to being able to face this hardest fear and do this hardest action and meet your higher self. If you think if it's too daunting at this point, then you just start by the early morning wake up, the daily
Yeah.
habits, the push-ups, and
Dropping.
you start to be strong enough to take this on, right?
And 100%, 100% for whoever is watching, dropping vices,
Yeah.
dropping drugs and alcohol and any type of poison that you're putting into your
Hey.
body
Hey,
will
what is the
create.
opposite of energy? Laziness. Laziness is the first vice you got to get rid of.
Yeah, and
It's the
the
opposite
dirty
of energy, laziness.
Yeah. And
the dirty
Go ahead.
voltage is our vices. Vices are dirty voltage.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
disgusting.
and
Muddy water.
Yeah.
toxic people are much more damaging than toxic substances. So don't be one of these people who just fails to identify that. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Separate yourself and walk alone and work on yourself.
alone.
Walking
Walk
alone
alone.
is the toughest.
Bucket.
That's one of the toughest things, is walking alone and separating yourself from people that are dirty voltage, and they don't even know. This is the thing.
But-
Okay.
But
People, I
after
didn't
you've
know.
been walking alone. Sorry,
I didn't
Go
know.
ahead.
I didn't know. Being involved with vices and a shitty lifestyle, I was just a lost soul. That you're actually lost in the universe. You're a whirlwind. You're just a fucking whirlwind, man, being blown around every which way, and you're lost, motherfucker. You're
Yeah.
lost. You are not
You
your
know,
authentic self. You are not your authentic self. And guess what? That's scary. That's scary.
That's the
Matt,
fucking
you know,
scariest right
you
there.
know,
that's
That's
the
the
scariest.
scariest.
That's the
walking alone,
scariest.
Yeah, being lost. Being
walking
lost is the
alone.
worst fucking thing.
Being lost.
Watching a lost person can be the
That
most
will.
Whoa.
thing too.
That's the
Hey,
worst too.
walking.
But the thing is always I think so many people get a lot of people wrong as well though. You know, how they are or whatever. And you really got to look at, you know, where they are, and they're literally just lost is what it comes down to, you know? Like we can label these people, or you know, they've done
Yeah.
fucked up shit or whatever, but that's just
Just lost.
a lost person that hasn't been able to find its way. And you know, and those people, and I'm realizing this big time, is yeah, like I'm lost, or I was lost. Yeah. Oh, I'm still fucking lost, but I'm
Yeah.
detaching everything that is steering me in other directions, the muddy voltage, shit from the past, going forward, and
This is a good meeting. This is
and
a good
just
meeting.
finding my way. Finding my way is the biggest fucking thing. And like I said, with everyone around, now that you're looking at everyone around, it's like, you know, this person's not an asshole, this person's not a dickhead, this is not an evil person, this is not a bad person, this is a fucking lost person trying to find their way. And
Yeah.
the more the more you keep that in mind,
Hey,
you know, the less negative energy that you're going to take on, you know. Like if you walk around
Yeah.
and you look at everyone, like when you come back to judgment, you talk about judgment all the time, right? Like how do you judge a person? Oh fuck, I look at this person now and I'm like, okay, well, you know, this guy's been a fucking cocksucker all day. And it's like, okay, well, now it's, you know, why is he like that? Well, he's a lost person. He hasn't found his way. And
lost.
that's it. That's all. That's it. That's all to it. Now I'm not going to be upset because this guy's a dickhead to me. I'm going to fucking be, I'm going to be grateful for what I am. And now that I can see that, and just hope that he finds his way. That's it.
Yes. Reaching back and bringing people up.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about. That's
Yeah.
what this is all about. And like Brandon loves this one, the truth will set you free.
Yeah.
Truth will set you free. And the hard truth of saying, hey, this is how it is, man. You know what? You're right, dude. This is how it is. Boom.
And
And then
Hard
you
truth
put,
yourself to
to
freedom.
build on those
Liberate.
two real fast.
Liberate.
yeah.
Kevin, what he was saying, there is an element of like all this stuff, you know, you really have to do your daily habits have to be in check. If you are someone who's sitting around the office being a jerk, you know what I mean, then that's because you haven't had enough hard truths. So you need daily habits, you need hard truths, you need hard truth people. That's what you need, right? And that's ever so important. And don't think that you're even thinking clearly if those things are not in place. And then the other thought on top of that is just, and there is going to be a segment of the population that does have bad intentions. Don't be naive to think that there's no,
Yes.
and be blind to that. And definitely this is, you need to know that you need to know if someone has that, right? And if you've been blind to it, don't kick yourself too hard, but don't be stupid enough to not calculate that, right? And
I
then and
yeah.
one thing that goes with that is just remember, you can hear what a person is saying, but speaking the language of action makes you a much more solid player. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I hear what you say, but I want an inspection on your life, and your habits are not where they should be to be an open, free-minded,
Oh, your habits are
educated speaker.
everything.
So, you know, I hear you, but
Yeah. Look from above too. I'm guilty. I'm guilty actually with my, and it's I always mention this to you guys about action with your immediate family. Family's very difficult. Okay, and we all know this. And but looking from above and actually watching how you are conducting yourself and how you are being.
Mhm.
Look from above, motherfucker, please.
Yeah.
It's the
Guys,
angels
How about
that
an
really
Einstein
are.
quote?
I'm
An
guilty, man.
Einstein
I'm
quote.
guilty. Slipping out of goodness. Do whatever it takes to be a good man. Treat the people around you with goodness and treat yourself with goodness, okay? And we do not tolerate evil. Period. Period. And don't be
Period.
evil.
Period.
Don't do that. Don't go
Evil
there.
is a form of ignorance.
Evil is a
Ignorance.
form of and ignorance.
In
Yeah, it's
Anybody
just,
on this
it's
earth,
ignorance, man. It's almost
anybody
like
on this earth, hears the words ignorance, they know exactly what it means. Exactly.
And you
Yeah,
choose
yeah.
to
Anybody
do that.
on this earth, you say that's ignorant, bam, radar goes up big time. That's ignorant. Whoa.
Yo,
Whoa.
we've been talking about action, and I've been going back to this Einstein quote because he says you cannot think your way into positive action, but you can act your way into positive thinking. That's how it works. You act your way into the positive thinking. You know how
Oh,
when you don't
100%.
want to go to the gym, but then you're halfway through your routine,
Oh,
you're
it's like
fully
Aaron, it's
immersed
like
in
that.
positive thinking.
It's like that. That's when you're sitting on the couch at night and you're like, I don't know if I should go to the gym. Bang, get up and
Bam,
go
go.
and get
Get up.
yourself into positive thinking and positive action. Right when you do that shredded
It
doubt.
takes an action to have the positive thinking, and you
Fuck
know
yeah.
it. So you don't. The negotiation gets shorter and shorter and shorter.
If it's positive and it came into
You
your
know, you
mind,
don't negotiate. You just
Yes.
know that's where
Yes.
you want to exist.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
no, I mean, if it's positive, I should go to the gym and it came into your mind, it was put
Go.
there. That's what you're
Go.
supposed to do. And
Yeah,
almost,
and it's
you can
funny. It's
almost,
funny.
you can
It's
almost
funny.
live a true life. Sorry, just like that. All the true fucking things that you're supposed to do to communicate to God, they're in your head. You know they are. You just blinded them with all kinds of different devices and
Yes,
whatever
they
else.
are, man.
But
Yes,
you
they are.
know what
Yes,
it
they
is. So
are.
if it has the word should in front
Yeah.
of it, get up and go. Just get up
Yes.
and go and forget the consequences too. Sometimes it's just like, you know what?
Just
Can I
get up
afford
and
those
go.
consequences? If you
Yeah.
can afford those consequences and it's something that you should do, that
Yeah.
is just the definition of no brainer. Gratitude to God, highest self. I have to tap into this. I have to do it now. Let's go.
Right on, guys. Right on. Right on.
Do it.
Well,
Let's do it.
we're going to close the meeting. Thanks for showing up, you guys. It's been just absolutely phenomenal. All in within brotherhood, building people up around the world, building our community brick by brick. And thanks a lot, guys, for showing up. If anybody wants to say anything, go ahead and we'll close this meeting up.
I
Much
just
love.
wanted to say we talked about walking alone, and walking alone is kind of being a nonconformist, because really, do people who conform to the rules in society walk alone? Hell, they don't do anything alone. I can't stand these people who will not cross traffic when they can see for miles that nobody is coming. Bam, I beeline right across that fucking street so fast. Make sure that they see me. My back to them. You're an idiot. Blow right past you.
Yeah, I have to add to that. That's such a good point. And coming from the land of enchantment, where my culture knows you have to go on a vision quest, you have to go on a solo mission to find yourself. If you're falling in line
Yes.
with the person in front of you, you're definitely not falling in line with you. You have to do the lone walk to actually be your true self, I think.
Yeah,
100%.
I believe that's true too.
Say, I'll cap her off here, guys. So what we're saying is carry congruent positive energy and give goodness out to the world. Thanks a lot for watching. This is All In Within. See you later.
Bruce.
Man, that was a good one.
Cool.
That was a great one.
That
Fucking
was a
good
great
one.
one. That was a good one. Mom, that's going to fire up my